Let's keep looking at some hidden gems from battle styles. This time it's Coalossal. Welcome back everyone to more from the Sableyes. I'm Mitch, and today we're going to take a look at Coalossal, one of the Coalossals from Battle Styles that we haven't had a chance to look at just yet. It's a really cool attacker with an interesting gimmick. We'll see if we can't deal a ton of damage with it. Cannon is the attack that we're going to be focusing on. For one colorless energy, we flip a coin for every energy attached to this Pokemon, and deal 90 damage for every heads that we flip. Now that means we can deal a ton of expandable damage, as long as we can 1. Accelerate energy, and 2. Flip enough heads to deal that damage. Now you notice Cannon does not specify that it must be a specific type of energy, so in this deck we are choosing to accelerate energy with Old Reliable Cherrim. Cherrim states that you can accelerate any number of grass energy from your hand to your Pokemon in any way that you like, as long as they are not being attached to Pokemon with rule boxes. That means that we can get a ton of energies onto our Coalossal as long as they are in our hand, and that way we can try and deal as much damage as possible. Then our next problem is trying to get as many heads as we can. Rather than just allowing ourselves to flip the coins and getting whatever the result is, this deck is playing 3 copies of Glimwood Tangle, which will allow us to re-flip those coins if we don't like the result. Now obviously this is not always going to work. We are relying on a small amount of luck, but we do give ourselves a pretty good chance to deal a ton of damage. And when you think about it, if you have 6 energy on this Coalossal, then you can potentially be dealing 270 on average every turn, which is pretty good. So that is the concept of the deck. The list is here. If you are interested in playing along at home, you can screenshot it now, or you can head down into the description to copy it and import it straight into PTCGO. Whilst you're there, you might consider liking the video. That would be fantastic, or even subscribing if you're not. Something like 40% of people that watch are subscribed, which is great, but that means that 60% of you aren't. What are you doing? Okay, we've got ourselves a start. We've got Mew in the active here, and we've got some other cards, which is good. Frankly, we've got a level ball, so we can grab a Cherubi. We also have a Pokemon communication, which we can use to shuffle away the Crobat and grab ourselves a Rolycoly. I think this is pretty much all we really want to do here. Our opponent has a Remoraid in the active, so they could be playing any deck, really. I'm not sure exactly what they're going to be playing, but I'd assume it would be Rapid Strike Urshifu. Hello. I don't like Jay. Hopefully, we can have a good game here. Yes, Love Heart. Fantastic. But yeah, we've got our start, which is fantastic. We've got the Rolycoly with the energy, and we might have Rolycoly with an energy. Looks like no. And we also have our Cherubi on the field. Now, unfortunately, we have a Rare Candy in our hand, which is not ideal, because we are going to try and research next turn. We can throw down the Glimwood Tangle, then Professor's Research, and hopefully we can find an attacker, or we can get Marnied. Either or is fine. At least now we save the Rare Candy for later, which I'm a big fan of. But yeah, so this is a bit of a slow burn. Luckily, we have the Mew down, because it looks like we are playing against Rapid Strike Urshifu. There's the second heads on the Crushing Hammer, which is disappointing. We can attach an energy. We've got a switch in hand as well. We've got another Rolycoly, which I like. Let's Quick Ball. We're going to need to get rid of the Rod here, I think. We will grab the Crobat. We can switch if we want to. I think that's the right thing to do. And then we can Crobat for 6 cards, and hopefully find anything. Those are not good cards. I mean, we play the Rolycoly down and then research. We probably could have used Energy Recycler, but I don't think it really makes too much of a difference, and unfortunately, we've missed, so we're just going to ram this Remoraid for 10 damage. We missed the Coalossal, which is unfortunate. We also don't have the Cherubi yet. The Cherrim, my apologies. So that's frustrating, but again, we have Rare Candy in hand, so any access to Pokemon search other than Quick Ball will do us well here. 3 Crushing Hammers being used by our opponent is good news for us, because it means that there's only 1 more left. And obviously the Mew being in play means that the Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX is not going to be too much of a problem. I don't like Jay is going in big with these emotes here. Hello. Yes, Love Heart. Excellent. Please consider continuing the game. I don't know if you're watching I Don't Like Jay, but I appreciate the emotes. I appreciate it more when we play the game in a timely manner, but that's okay. Hopefully we've got a turn here from our opponent. Looks like Karina's focus is going to be their supporter of choice. Fair enough too. That's one of the good things about that Octillery, right? Is you can be a little bit more consistent. You can. Oh, we're playing against the Dragapult deck as well. So we've got Rapid Strike, Urshifu, and Dragapult in the same list. Well, that was not what I was expecting. I was expecting to see a straight Rapid Strike deck, but the Dragapult could pose some problems because I don't know if you've noticed, but Cherubi has 50 HP. We'll see how we go. Yes, hello. Spiral Kick. I hope this doesn't happen the whole time, otherwise it's going to get quite annoying. Oh, Skylar! Okay, so Skylar can turn into anything here, including a Pokemon Communication, which I like the idea of. What we can do is we can Quick Ball away the Marnie and grab ourselves a Pokemon. And then we can use Pokecom to find ourselves one of two things. We can either get the Cherrim or we can get the Coalossal. And to be honest, I think the Coalossal is the way to go here because we've got the Rare Candy in hand already. So we'll get that in play. We will attach an energy. We will play down the Glimwood Tangle and then we will use Coal Cannon. Hopefully we can deal 180 damage here. That would be nice. 50-50 is fine. We will flip again. 1, 2. Perfect. 180 damage. That's a nice little half hit on a VMAX, so hopefully it all works out well for us. But, don't know if you've noticed, Coalossal having 140 HP left means that a knockout could come quite quickly here. You could potentially see a knockout from a Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX if they can get in and out of the active. Or actually, they can't knock out with the Dragapult yet because they don't have any energy on it yet. So that is good. But our hand's fine. Like, we've got stuff to do, which is the good thing, and we also have energy. The problem that we might have, though, I don't know if you noticed it, but there was only 2 Coalossals in the deck as I searched for it there, which means that we are less than likely, I guess you'd say, less than likely to find the second Coalossal once this one gets knocked out. So, I mean, we'll have to wait and see, won't we? We'll just have to wait and see. Looks like they've got the VMAX. The Urshifu VMAX is in play. So if they can retreat and then switch, they will be able to take a knockout. They only have 3 cards left in hand, so they may struggle. I don't know if they play the Stadium for free retreat. They might do, but they've already, I think, searched with Octillery. I can't remember whether they searched for the VMAX or not with that. I think they did. And if we only see a little Gale Thrust here... Oh, they're going to use Boss's Orders. Okay. That's very interesting. They're going to bring out the Mew. Are they gonna G-Max Rapid Flow here? Okay, so they're going to G-Max Rapid Flow and knock the Mew out. That is it's an interesting play, but it's fine, right? It'll do the job for them, but it gives us a chance to take a knockout with Coalossal, which I like a lot. So we can attach and then research. Lots of Heartbreak emotes coming from our opponent up there. I don't know exactly why. Maybe they were expecting to take 2 prizes then. And we've got a Carkol as well, so we actually lucked into quite a lot of good stuff there. We've got the Cherubi, and now we can Coal Cannon. We need to flip 2 heads. Oh, we're going to flip that again, I think. 1, 2. Perfect. Beautiful. Okay, so we take our first 3 prizes, and as long as we find one of our VMAXs, one of our Coalossals, we should be fine. We did not find one. We instead have a handful of energy. So hopefully we top deck a Pokemon or a way to search for Pokemon so that we can get our Cherrim out. That would be good. On the plus side, though, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think that they can knock out this Coalossal this turn. They actually can't knock out this Coalossal. That's incredible. They can deal 60 damage, and that's it. So our Coalossal lives. We live another turn. Okay. Now, Dragapult's going to be a pain, because they resist fighting, which means that 2 head flips is going to be 150 instead of 180, which means that we need to flip 3 head flips to half hit this thing, which is a bit of a problem. There's the tower, so they can retreat for free. They have another Rapid Strike Urshifu now. At least we have one opportunity. to flip some coins and try and deal some damage. Because they, like I said, they cannot knock out this Coalossal this turn. They can only do 60, so it's probably not even worth them promoting the Dragapult here. They might choose to just sit in the active with this Remoraid, and to be honest, that's a perfectly acceptable thing for them to do. It will depend, of course, on a number of factors. I don't know what's in their deck, but we will wait and see. But we could be on for another prize here, which would be good. Jay's having a bit of a search through his deck, trying to find a Pokemon. A Crobat is the choice. So I'll be looking to draw some more cards, potentially. I can't believe how well this is going. I'm surprised. Especially finding that other Coalossal. That was a big deal. We do need to take some prizes, though, because there are 2 Coalossals left in that prize. Those 3 cards in the prizes, which is important to note. At least I think there's... I think I'm playing 4. I wouldn't be playing 3, surely not. That seems atrociously bad. If I am playing 3... and you've seen the deck list at the start of the video, and you know that I'm playing 3, tell me that I'm atrociously bad. They're getting rid of a Dragapult here. They still haven't played that Crobat down, so they're just thinning out the hand to try and get as many cards as possible in the discard pile, trying to get as much value as they can. They choose the Empoleon, and then draw 5. I wonder what we are looking for here. Is there anything in particular that we are searching for now? A rapid strike search. What will they find? Another Octillery. Fair enough. And they choose to evolve. That means we need to flip 2 heads now to take a knockout for 1 prize, if they elect to leave the Octillery in the active. Which is slightly frustrating, but it's not that big of a deal. I'm happy to attach more energy to Coalossal, that's fine. Although, to be honest... Oh, they are going to retreat. Okay, alright. So they're going to shred here. That's going to do 60. We're gonna be... Well, we were living off of the top deck there. Let's attach to the bench, I think. Then we'll Marnie, because we can't really afford to get rid of too many energy here. There's a Cherrim, which is cool. Not great, but okay. We will throw down the Cherrim. Actually, we don't need to just yet. We will throw down our stadium, though. We don't want to give them free retreat. Hello, Jay. Yes, I am aware of your existence. Yes. Hello. I think we can... Oh... I think we can just play it down. I don't think that we ever have a problem there. Tails, heads, and heads. I think we're just going to accept the two off of that. I know it's 150, but we can deal some more damage next turn. We can Dedenne and do that kind of stuff. So that would be good. And if they do choose to attack into us now, if they want to knock out the Coalossal, they can. They'll also be able to knock out a Cherubi. They cannot gust the Cherrim and knock out the Coalossal at the same time, which is what I was trying to avoid. I didn't want that to happen. And luckily, we are going to be 10 points of damage clear of that happening. We need to flip 3 heads on a Dragapult to take a knockout to win this game. 3 heads will get us to 270 damage. Minus 3 is 240, plus 150 is more than enough to take a knockout on a Dragapult. So we are going to need to see a number of energy. We also want to keep the Glimwood Tangle in play if we can. But we've at least given ourselves as good a chance as any to try and get this win. Because their only way of attacking is by this Dragapult. So they can choose to knock out the Coalossal, and it's going to give us a chance to go in and win the game. With 3 heads. That's all we need is 3 heads. If we don't get that, then I will need to record another game. Because I feel like our only way of knocking this Dragapult out is by... Well, I mean, our only attacker is the Coalossal on the bench. So if that one doesn't do the job and it gets knocked out, then we are in a bit of trouble. All of these cards are not good. Here's the Max Phantom, so they're going to take the knockout. Do they choose to knock out the Cherrim as well? Or are they going to put 50 damage elsewhere? They could put it on the Coalossal. That would be intelligent, because obviously Coalossal has 180 HP. That is what they choose to do. So we will promote Coalossal. And then I think we're looking for Dedenne. That's a nice energy attachment. We're going to Spring Bloom that to the active. And then I think we just go for Dedenne. We try and draw as many energy as we can. And let's say there's 4 in the deck, so we'll try and get as many of them as we can. And then try and flip 3 heads. And if we flip 3 heads, we win the game, right? We can Spring Bloom. We can actually use a research here if we want to try and get the rest of them. We've got 1 card left in deck, but we find all of the energy. Okay, so 6 energy. We have 6 energy on the Coalossal. We need to flip 3 heads. All we need to do to win this game is flip 3 heads off of 6 energy. Surely we can do it. 3 heads. 1, 2, 3. That's enough. I think we'll flip them again, though. We'll try. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know why I risked that. So there we go. An unnecessary risk at the end, but definitely worth it. I mean, we knew we would have won, right? So we keep flipping. You flip coins. That's why you play the deck. That is the thing, right? Is this deck any good? No, not really. I mean, it can deal a lot of damage, but it's a stage 2 that has an unreliable amount of damage that it deals, and that always is harsh, and it can only get itself going if you have the Cherrim up. Consistency-wise, it's pretty awful as well. I don't know if you noticed, but I barely got the Cherrim in play, and by the time I did, the game was pretty much already over. Value-wise, it's, you know, it's cheap enough. You've got 2 holo rares, though, which is a little bit expensive, and fun-wise, I mean, you know, it's a coin flip deck, and you have some fun with it, but it's not necessarily, like, thrilling. But I enjoyed playing it, but I wouldn't actively go and play it again. I mean, I could probably see a B for fun. I did and R for a bit, but to be honest, this is a D+ deck. Like, this deck is not good. This is a deck that you play for the fun of it, right? I would not encourage you to go out and play this one, unless, of course, you do like the idea of trying to deal as much damage as possible. And 6 energy, 6 heads flips, that's pretty good, right? You can't complain about that. So, I'm giving this one a D+. Feel free to go down to the comments and argue that, by the way, because I could definitely see that being like a C- deck. It could be. It could be a C- deck. I don't know. I just didn't feel comfortable giving it that. I'm sorry. Thank you very much, by the way, to all of the people who are supporting the channel. If you are one of them, you're a hero. Especially if you're Dadbot, Azazel, Fernando, Yolo, Stephen, Ty, Agent Abel, Austin, Josiah, Leaf Devourer, Robsy, Brad, Chings, Brad, Justin, Orcroc, Otaku Gaming. Thank you very much for your very generous support, as well as all of the other people in white over here who are Mega Sableyes. Appreciate it very much. Thank you, everyone, for coming along, and I'll see you next time for more from the Sableyes. Bye.